Does finasteride decrease your testosterone? Now, there's a ton of dudes in my comments like,
Fin kills your test and turns you into a
well, they're wrong, and I'm going to show you why. So, firstly, finasteride is the medication that I use to stop myself from going bald. And it took me from this to this, which I am super grateful for. And yeah, so basically I am genetically predisposed to go bald, so I am not supposed to have hair right now. I say wearing a cap, but yeah, it is there, I promise. It's just hiding under a cap right now. Not for any reason, just because I'll be looking stylish in a cap today. But if you've clicked on this video, then I'm guessing you already know that, but you are worried that Finn is going to kill your gains or turn you into a woman. Well, let's see if that is the case. And we're gonna do that by testing my testosterone. Okay, so I have been on finasteride and minoxidil for 13 months now, and today I am going to be testing all of my sex hormones with a kit also from Manual. Now, I am not an expert on the topic of hormones, guys. I would suggest that you go and watch Derek from More Plates, More Dates. He has a wealth of knowledge on it, so yeah, go check him out. But here is what I do know, or at least I think I know. Now, the things we want to look out for is the overall level of testosterone, which ideally would be over 300, but this is just a rough reference range. Some guys can literally be absolutely ripped with levels that are way lower than this, like Alex Hormozy. He has a big YouTube channel, and I think his levels were something like under 150. I'll put the exact levels on the screen. And yeah, he is absolutely shredded. And this is just because people like him have a higher sensitivity to the hormone, and it works well in their own body. Now, most of the testosterone in our bodies are attached to one of two proteins. These are called SHBG or albumin. Now, this isn't a bad thing. It's generally just how our bodies use testosterone to make it run properly. Then some of the testosterone is converted to DHT. Now, this is the hormone that causes your hair to thin and ultimately make you go bald. And then anything left over is called free testosterone. This is basically just any testosterone that is not attached to a protein. Sorry, that camera angle was awful. That was like right up in my grill. I'll move it back a little bit now. But yeah, a higher free testosterone is ideal for being optimal as a male. It makes things like putting on muscle easier, it increases your libido, it gives you more energy, etc., etc. Now, when you take finasteride, you block the 5-alpha reductase enzyme, which is what turns testosterone into DHT. So this means that this testosterone that was destined to be DHT is now just free in the body to be either attached to a protein like SHBG or albumin, or it's just going to remain as free testosterone in the body. Now, if you rewind anything that I've just said in this video, you will see that lowering testosterone is nowhere to be seen in this equation. It will lower your DHT, of course, but if anything, it's going to increase the amount of free testosterone because less of it has been converted into DHT. But right, anyway, I guess we will have to wait for the test to come, and then we will see if my endocrine system is firing properly, boys. Oh, my blood test is here. I got it. Man, that's so weird. Wait, what? Okay, guys, let's do my blood test. Let's take this blood. Also, apparently you're supposed to get your blood pumping before you take the test, so... Yeah, I reckon we're good now. So we get a little lancet that you basically prick your finger with this and it helps you draw the blood. Then you're always going to want to use this alcohol wipe to make sure you're getting no nasties in your bloodstream. Nice and clean. I'm using my ring finger. That's the one that they tell you to use. Let's do that. Here we go, guys. Let me do it on camera for you. So I'm going to push into it and it should prick my finger and start drawing some blood. So let's do it. Officially been stabbed. Here we go. I bleed really easily, so this is no problem at all. Don't know how much I'm supposed to fill this up, but. So yeah, just bleeding away here currently. It's dripping into a little blood vial that I basically send this off to manual, and then they will analyze my results within a few days and get it back to me to find out whether I have raging amounts of testosterone or the levels of a little girl. So we'll see. Put in the comments which one you think I'm gonna be. Be kind. Okay, this is actually taking quite a while, so I'm gonna speed this process up. So yeah, back in a sec. All right guys, well, we have got our blood sample. Easy bleeding, and yeah, now I just need to turn it upside down a few times, get it wrapped up in the box, ready to post off, and I will get my results within a few days. Hey guys, just got back from a training run and received a very special package. So I want to show you what it is quickly. Just kidding. So yeah, I've been making these videos for a little while now, and obviously had a lot of support from you guys. Not so much on YouTube, but more so on TikTok and Instagram. And inevitably, when you start to do reasonably well on these things, I guess you could say, you make a little bit of money. And one of the things that I wanted to reinvest some of this money into was the channel and the pages. So one of the ways that I thought would help that, and I'd be able to do it, was to buy this. We've got the Sony ZV-E10 camera. So let's open it and see how it looks. Let's crack it open. The main article. Actually, I feel like you guys have sent me Christmas presents. I'm literally just open them on a Christmas morning. Look at this. It's got the little flip out screen at the back, so I can see me talking to you more clearly. Yeah. Basically, just want to say thank you to you guys, because obviously this is the first step in, you know, making the content better on the channel, on my other pages. So yeah, this is my way, I guess, of saying thank you for now, because I'm going to reinvest into the channel, make it better, and keep trying to grow it and help you guys save your hair. So yeah, thank you. And now the most important thing, let's switch to the new camera quality and see how that looks.
Okay boys, it has been a little while now and I have received my results back from manual. Okay, first up, albumin, we are looking at 48.2. This is pretty normal and nothing to be concerned about at all. Next up, SHBG. Now this one's actually looking on the higher side of normal and I have got a score of 56. We could probably do with that being a little bit lower, but honestly that could just literally be the amount that my body naturally produces, and that's perfectly normal for me personally. Now, the big one boys, testosterone. We have got a score of 21. No, I'm just joking. We have 660, so it's pretty good honestly. Anything over 500 I guess is good, but then in reality, it genuinely doesn't matter boys, because everybody is different and everybody has a level that is probably optimal for them. I'm guessing 660 is most likely optimal for me because I feel perfectly normal, I function well as a man, I don't have anything that would suggest that I have low testosterone. So this amount in my body is probably how it is meant to be for me and is at a good level. However, free testosterone is one that I would have liked to see a little bit higher. So we're coming in at 0.339 on my free testosterone. Now, you generally want to see your free testosterone around 1 to 3% of the total testosterone in your body. And for me, this works out around 1.48%. So it's still normal, honestly. It could probably do with being a little bit higher, but as I said before, I feel good, so honestly, there isn't really much to be worried about. Now, one thing I do want to cover is that having an overactive thyroid can increase your SHBG levels. And I do have a pretty active thyroid. Like, I've had this checked a few times. I've got my bloods tested with my doctor, and my thyroid is more on the active side. So this could be the reason that my SHBG is, you know, on the higher levels of normal. I also had a pretty long running session the day before, so that potentially could lower my free testosterone. I mean, it's not guaranteed. I also did a pretty heavy gym session, so, you know, that may increase it briefly afterwards. But honestly, it's so hard to tell, and the main thing to go off is how I feel. But yeah, overall, boys, it's looking pretty normal. It's nothing to be concerned about. And one thing that it does show is that taking finasteride does not tank your testosterone levels. One thing that I do wish I had have done is actually taken the test before I started finasteride. This way I would have been able to see, you know, was my testosterone a little bit lower beforehand, and it got the increase that you tend to expect when you start taking finasteride, as less is being converted into DHT. And by the way, boys, if you do want to also get your testosterone and sex hormones checked, Manual have given me this code for 45% off. This is literally just a code for you guys, and I think it makes it like 30 quid. So yeah, go ahead and use it if you want to. I'll link it in the description. But yeah, boys, overall I'm looking healthy, and if the situation was different and my results were all over the place, then what would happen is Manual would probably suggest that I hop on some sort of TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. But yeah, with the results that I've got, I couldn't just go to Manual and be like, right, I want my free testosterone higher and my SHBG is too high, so put me on TRT. Like, they wouldn't just be like, oh yeah, fine, you can have some. It doesn't work like that. Now, boys, you might be asking why I didn't get my DHT tested, because obviously that is literally what finasteride is targeting. And the simple answer is because it doesn't matter. Obviously, when you take finasteride, you can expect your DHT to plummet, which is what we basically want to happen. But the amount of DHT in your system literally doesn't matter. What matters is how sensitive you are to it. And men who are predisposed to going bald are just going to be way more sensitive to DHT. If I really wanted to, I could go to a clinic and get a biopsy to see how my scalp androgen receptors are looking, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because I started the treatment, I got some good results with it, and that is literally the proof is in the pudding. So I don't really need to know what my DHT levels are. Clearly, I am very sensitive to it because I was losing my hair at 23 years old. I mean, you could literally be someone who is full to the brim of DHT and they absolutely blast all the gear in the world, like they're taking a ton of steroids, they could be a heavy drinker, a heavy smoker, and yet they are not sensitive to DHT at all and have a perfectly amazing head of hair. Whereas conversely, you could be a guy who is living the perfect lifestyle. You could have Brian Johnson's anti-aging protocol, and you could literally have the smallest amount of DHT in your system, but because you are super sensitive to it, you just get absolutely annihilated by DHT and lose your hair, regardless of however else you live your life. So yeah, the most important thing is how sensitive you are to the androgen, not how much DHT you have total in your system. But yeah, boys, I hope that has cleared things up for anyone that was thinking of taking finasteride and they were scared that their testosterone levels were going to be destroyed. They're not. But as I always say, make sure you do your own research and decide whether these treatments are right for you. One of the ways you can do that is watching my previous video that I dropped before this one, because that has a ton of good information and you can find a lot of the things you need to know on there. So yeah, go watch that video. And yeah, guys, that is everything. So make sure you like and subscribe because it makes me happy. Bye bye.